If you have a name like Naomi, you can say, in how many ways can somebody write my name? Is it not? By way of enjoyment. I'm trying to show you that math is enjoyable. Math is not something to be feared. There's a lot of things to enjoy about math. Now let's see if we can go to some things about math. Since this morning, I've been showing you, without saying so, was I teaching you how to observe? Yes. That was what my point. Each teacher should teach students to observe, not to be told all the time, right? Each teacher should teach students to manipulate. You are now manipulating, doing things by yourself. Each teacher should teach students to compare, right? And so these are what we call science processes. Early on this morning, I was teaching you, are they in proper order? And I said, no, something is missing. That is ordering. And I was teaching you to describe, okay? So all these processes are information about whether you are observing keenly. What will happen if you manipulate? For example, the formation is like this. Algebra. Huh? How many ways can you spell algebra without tracing? But this is different. You can go down, you can go left, and you can go right. Is it not? Maganda ito. Do you think the rule is the same? Oh, this is one algebra. One algebra. 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 Right. So many ways, you know? In math, teachers tend to use diagrams like that. What do you see by this diagram? What does it suggest to you? What do you see? JJ?
A shell.
A shell. Christian?
Pizza.
Huh?
A shape of pizza.
A pit. Okay. Another one, Jade?
It's like a cane.
A cane. Yes. Huh?
Spirals.
All right. Check it. Another one.
Pie.
A pie. Did you hear me say wrong? I never do. Because what you see is not wrong. It's what you see, right? Within the limits of your intelligence. And what do you see? Huh? Oh, right. You agree? What else? Edu.
Incomplete.
Huh?
Something.
Something. And what is that something?
A toy or...
A toy? Yes. Some people at the back. Oh, here.
A broken umbrella.
I love that. She bit me to it. She bit me to it. Okay. She said, what I will say, I see a stormy weather. Right? Poetic, is it not? How do you say stormy weather? Because the umbrella is broken. Diba? You're teaching literature at the same time. What do you see? Anybody else? Mark? Have we exhausted all that we see? Yes.
A shrimp without head and tail.
It is? Okay. Supposing I tell you, I see a baby. Oh, saan naman ang baby dyan? Nasa loob, natutulog. I see a baby carriage. Is it not? That's how you develop imagination in your students. Even when you say, I see a stormy weather. You don't have to be a weatherman to say that. Now, what am I trying to say? Allow students to stretch their imagination. You don't always have to show the real thing because there must be room for imagination. That's what you're saying. Is it not? That's what many of you see. If you just look closely enough, what I'm trying to say here is mathematics is art. So now, I give you a simple question. Which are more in number, the blacks or the whites? Yes. Which are more in number, the black squares or the white squares? The black, everybody agrees. Supposing I say, how many more blacks are there than whites? 8. Anybody for 9? Right. How did you get 7, DJ?
I count the white blocks on the first level, then the black blocks on the first level also. Then I count their difference is 1. Then 1 on the next level it's still 1. Then the next level is still 1. The next level is still 1. Then so on and so forth. Then it's
How many levels?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is it still 7?
No, 8.
So you see, the student himself corrected his answer. He said 7. And when in the process of questioning, his answer was right there by level. Is it not? Then he realized, how many levels, GJ? 8. 8 pala ang sagot. So it matches the one. And the person who knows his mathematics will simply say, Mom, that's easy. You don't have to count. Just cover. Yung sobra, yung lahat ang sobra eh. Do you get the point? Yes. In every level, there is 1 extra. So how many levels? 8. And how many are those that are peeping out? 8. See, there are ways of arriving at an answer. This is still order within disorder. Okay? I'm teaching you to do it fast, dear. Let's look at this. There was once a sculptor who put cubes one on top of the other, right? These are cubes with 1 decimeter edge. Then, after he laid it on the floor, he painted it all red. Right? What is the area that is painted red? Edu?
That's the triangle. I think 22 centimeters square.
All right, 22 centimeters square. What's the answer that you got? Anybody else? 22. Now, let us show how did you get 22. Who answered 22? Yes, apart from DJ. Somebody else gave 22. Speak up. Okay, how'd you get 22?
I take into consideration first the first box.
Okay.
The box in the slide.
Okay.
So, the area that is visible is 1 on the top and then the 4 sides.
Okay.
5.
All right.
Box.
First layer.
Second level, we have 1, 2. We have 4 boxes, but the faces that can be painted are 8.
And
I disregarded the area that is visible
all right.
on the top. And then in the third level, we have 9 boxes. So 9 centimeters.
Why 9?
We have 3 by 3 boxes.
How many sides? How many sides? 4. 3 by 4. Right? So how many at the bottom? Huh? All right, now let's dissect it. You're right. On top is back, front, side, top. 5. This one, 2, 2, 2, 2, minus 4, minus 1, plus 4, minus 1. I did not say you don't paint this. So for the top, this is 3. For the sides, this is 8. So what should we have at the second level? 8 plus 3. Is it not? Now for the bottom, 3, 3, 3, 3, right? And the top is 9 minus 4, 5. So 12 plus 5. Okay, how much in all? 12. 33. They miss it by 1 because their answer is 22. Okay? Your answer was 22. We wanted 33. By how much did you miss it? By 1. Okay, so what am I trying to do in this exercise? Now, let's see if we can do a few more things. What do you see? You know, in class, I sing. I say, do you see what I see? Aha. What do you see? Birds, birds, birds. How many birds? Huh? 32. All right. First you said 8. Somebody said, no, 16. 24. No, it's 32. What is another possibility? Could it be you have some birds that are not yet hatched? Yes? What is the representation of what you see? It becomes, wherein is the number of layers. Do you get the point? Yes. So now the variable n comes in. We don't always speak in exact figures in math. So when people say math is accurate, math is exact, I beg to disagree. Because right here you have a situation. There are 8, but that's as far as you can see. How about this ones? Oh, 16. How about this ones? So there is no limit to the intelligence of men. That is the way mathematics started. I have this. What do you see? Polygons. Is that the right order? How many sides?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So these are polygons. What's the meaning of poly? Many. But in this meaning, it is 2 or more, or 3 or more. Okay? Now, when you say you are polygamous, that doesn't mean you have more than 2 wives. Okay? So there you are. Now, let us see. Can we make a rule, a simple rule that says, if I draw lines from one vertex to the other vertices, how many lines are possible here? From one vertex? How many lines? From this vertex? 1. From this vertex? 1. From this vertex? 2. From this vertex? 3. Okay? From this vertex, how many? 4 lines. Right? From this vertex, 6. How many sides are there? 9. Therefore, how many lines can I draw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's review. How many sides? 4. How many vertices? Oh, lines to the other vertices? To one. 1. How many sides? 5. How many lines can I draw from one vertex? 2. 1. How many side vertices? 6. How many lines? 3. If it has n vertices, what is the expression for the number of lines? Yes?
N minus 3.
N minus 3. That's the beginning of algebra. A while ago we were putting it down, no? Where you don't use numbers always. That is the birth of algebra. So it's n minus 3. Now why n minus 3? Because to you, I cannot draw. To you, I cannot draw. To me, I cannot draw. Ilan ang iaalis ko? 3. Do you see the idea? Why is it n minus 3? Because I cannot draw to my nearest neighbor. I cannot draw to my nearest neighbor. Neither can I draw to myself. So how many vertices are automatically removed? 3. So the number of lines from one vertex is n minus 3. Okay? Now, we will make a regular a description. Supposing I have this, it's a pentagon, right? How many can I draw from that vertex? 2. Okay, 1, 2. But how many vertices are there? I can use that. I can use this. I can use this. And I can use this. So totally, how many diagonals can I draw in a pentagon?
5.
How many diagonals?
5. 5.
Right. 5? Okay, come forward, somebody. Draw me all the diagonals. I will not state the answer. A, B, C, D, E. Draw me all the diagonals and count. Yes.